So let's head on to the pairs. Taking the gold, Georgia's Metelkina and Berulava. Second, Contii and Maci of Italy. And bronze with their comeback, Sui Han of China. The Georgians, Anastasia Metelkina and Luka Berulava, they have only been together for about 2-3 seasons, and they just beat world medalists and the Olympic champions. They were strong. Their elements are so good. I don't really kind of agree with their PCs. Their programs are a little bit vapid, but they have good basic skating skills, but I don't know. Just there's not enough transitions and difficulty of movement, but all the elements they do are so well done. But what did you think of this Georgian team?
I think that they really command the ice, which is a big selling factor for me of watching anybody on the ice. I love her commitment in the short program to actually dye her hair brown for the program because she said the blonde hair just wasn't flamenco or aggressive enough for that program. And then that headstand at the beginning, that just has to hurt the arms after a while, especially if the music doesn't start right away. Like their lifts, their power, the glide that they have across the ice, that's what I really like. I do agree that yes, there could be more difficult transitions, but what they do have is really interesting.
Yeah, it's always a great way to start your short program by corkscrewing your partner's head into the ice. But like there was getting to Bolero, and it was all top three teams had a Spanish flair flamenco short program, and I just found theirs to be the weakest of the three. Now, the strongest of the three, I definitely would give it to the Italians, Niccolò Maci and Sarah Conti. They just looked so fierce out there. You can definitely tell when an ice dancer has choreographed her program. This short program done by Matteo Zani. Just little errors on the throw in the short program, but in the free program, it was still pretty strong, but also very messy. Almost hands down on every single jump element they did. But what did you think of their program, and were there any like big highlights? Like I really love their entry into their outside death spiral in that free program, that loop takeoff, so cool.
I just really love their music choices this year, and I think going into an Italian Olympics, they set themselves up to have that spectacular moment in front of a home audience. Especially in the free program, the music keeps building and building and building, and then hit the musical highlights really well. I was really also, I love kiss and cry moments. They're my favorite part of the competition half the time. And she was looking a little bit nervous, and yeah, there was a few messy moments. So you could see her like biting her tongue and like not thinking they were going to stay in the lead at this point. And her and her coach were having their moment, and Niccolo was just on his own celebrating. And I was like, I like the diversity there of opposites.
Yes, opposites do attract, and anytime there's an Italian in the kiss and cry, I feel like we get a good reaction. Now we'll talk about who was in third place. Sui and Han. This was their return. We haven't seen them for the majority of this Olympic quad. There was actually a really cute moment in the mix zone between the Italians and the Chinese where Niccolò Maci and Sarah Conti were bowing down to them, showing their respects. You know, you could tell and see the rust of the past 3 years. Their skating was fantastic, but the elements, I think they're going to need more time, and it's time versus fitness. And Caitlin, do you think they can make it to their top selves by the Olympics or the Grand Prix final and Worlds?
I hope so. I've always been huge fans of them, but their career has gone on so long. I was at Junior Worlds with them in 2012, and that was their third consecutive Junior World title. So they've been around forever. And I was so excited to see them come back. I also didn't believe they were actually going to come back until I saw pictures of them on the warm-up practice ice in Cup of China. And I was like, okay, they are back. So I was really excited to see their short program. I think it suited them very well. It had those sharp highlights. They hit landing positions and everything perfectly on the music cues, which I love. It's very satisfying. The free program, you can see that, you know, taking time off free programs are hard. They're very long, they're very energy taxing, and they don't have a lot of reps with it. They said they were only practicing this program for about a month so far. So making sure that the elements are there, but also memorizing the choreography, also getting in shape again to run these 4-minute programs, it is a lot. So hopefully with just more runs, that will improve throughout the season. But also their career's gone on for a long time. So how much energy do you have to give?
I have all the faith in them. I think they're going to be fantastic by the time we get to the final and the Olympic Games. I mean, if they make their final, because they did get bronze here. But so happy to have Sui and Han back, and you can tell the other pair teams are as well.